This is the Maggie and I Show.
Today, we are unpacking age difference. You are married to someone who's significantly older than you or younger than you. That's what we're talking about. Does it matter? Yes or no?
Going to be things that are okay for people who are like 20s now, and will never be okay for someone who is 40 years old. And so when you want to come and do something with someone who is 40 years old, you have to understand the way the person is wired, the way the person thinks. And you have to be sure that you want to take it. Because if you don't want to take it, there's no point of going. Can't you work together except they agree? No.
Men are dominating in nature, right?
Okay.
So even if there is an age gap, there's age differences, guys really don't give a damn, permit me to use that word. They really need all that. But what we are concerned about is the society. It has always been the society. It has always been what people will say. But I believe that when it comes to that age differences relationship, it first has to do with the people involved. Can they manage it? Can they handle it?
I would say for a woman dating a younger man, can you handle him leading you and he's younger than you? I think it does depend on the individual, because men don't care. They don't care how old you are. They really don't.
A 21-year-old young woman, hooking up with a 40-year-old man. In my opinion, can they get together? In a straight answer, yeah, why not? Okay. But I think they would struggle. I think the 21-year-old will struggle simply because of the growth, the maturity, the experience in life. Now, if that same couple was to meet 10 years later, whereas the guy is now he's now 50 and she's 31, I think they'll probably get on like a house on fire.
A lady that has not found herself, when you throw her into that place, it's possible that in the next 5 years, when she starts discovering herself, she starts hating the man, saying that he boxed her. You understand? When it's terrible for you to actually get together with someone who has not discovered themselves. Because when they start discovering themselves, they can outgrow you also. They can say, this is not it. You don't look like what I want right now. You don't look like what I should be with.
When we said older generation, the age gap should not be very long. If it's very long, really, there's a lot of work to be done. If it's but when we say age differences, say maybe between 1 to 5, you can get that. You can maneuver. I mean, it's not so much. The generation gap is not so much. But if it's longer, if it's getting to 7, 10, 11, 20 men, there's a lot of work to be done. You cannot be calling somebody that's as old as your father baby. Like, I'm just baby. I mean, in all of those things that people do in relationship, in marriage.
I dated someone who was 19 years my junior. So,
what you say?
He was 19 years my junior. I also dated someone who was 30 years my elder. So when I was 20...
You've been on both sides of the spectrum.
I've been on both sides of the spectrum. When I was 26, he was like 56, I believe. Yeah. And he was a very handsome man.
Let's talk about the stability. You know, and I think this is where a lot of women feel like an older man may very well be better suited to them because of that stability. There are people who could have married somebody who was a God-given spouse, but because of all the naysayers, because they did not fit into the norm of the society or what we feel or who we feel this person should be like or be with. The French president, Emmanuel Macron, his wife was his school teacher. She's 24 years older than him. She's old enough to be his mother, but clearly it's working. It's working so well that she's the first lady of France.
When you see people, like Black people, trying to interpret the submission, you see that it's so close to slavery, and you're like, if we can actually define what submission is in clear terms, we might be able to help a lot of people.
The age difference, it is truly between the two individuals. You know, if they are both mature enough to handle the age gap, then so be it, because it's really them two that has to deal with it. They're the ones that have to live with each other. Society doesn't.
Listen, peace is an important thing in your home. You want to be able to come to your home and it's a safe haven from all the madness that's going on in the world. And not so you got to pick whoever you're picking, you know, according to how the Lord has led you, the conviction in your heart, and not what society is saying to you.